In the deepest and most mysterious corners of our oceans live fascinating and, in many cases, completely strange creatures. With bodies adapted to extreme conditions, these marine beings have evolved in astonishing ways, challenging our understanding of biology. In this talk, we will explore 15 fish with appearances so strange that they seem from another world. Here we go. Number 1. The abyssal eelfish, also known by its scientific name, Lasiognathus. This fish lives in the darkest and most remote depths of the ocean, and is one of the most surprising creatures of the abyssal waters. Its alien appearance does not go unnoticed. It has a large bulbous head that protrudes noticeably from its body, an adaptation that allows it to survive in an environment of almost total darkness. One of its most peculiar characteristics is its jaw, which projects forward sharply, allowing it to capture prey with great efficiency. Their diet is based mainly on smaller fish, which are attracted by the movement of the Lasiognathus, which resembles that of a floating shadow. Its elongated and relatively thin body allows it to move quickly along the seabed. It should be noted that this fish does not depend on vision to hunt. Instead, it uses special sensory adaptations, such as organs capable of detecting movement around it. Additionally, its mouth is extremely flexible, allowing it to expand to swallow prey much larger than its own head. Lasiognathus. It lives at depths ranging from 200 to 10,000 meters below sea level, which makes it a true inhabitant of the abyss. Their survival in these extreme conditions is due to their amazing ability to adapt to the lack of light and high pressure that characterizes these ecosystems. In fact, in the depths where it lives, the darkness is so absolute that bioluminescence becomes vital. Many deep-sea fish, including this eel, have developed bioluminescence mechanisms that allow them to attract prey, or, in some cases, defend themselves from predators. This ability to generate its own light, together with its physical structure adapted to the environment, makes the Lasiognathus a perfect example of how life can thrive in the most hostile environments on the planet. The abyssal eel is an opportunistic predator. It feeds on anything that crosses its path, which has allowed it to remain at the top of the food chain in the depths. Their ability to remain almost motionless, patiently waiting for prey to pass nearby, further increases their effectiveness as a hunter. Number 2. Red-lipped batfish, also known by its scientific name, Aquatic darwini. This peculiar fish lives on the seabed of the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, especially in areas near reefs and rocky areas. Its most striking feature is its modified fins, which resemble legs, which allow it to walk on the seabed instead of swimming. This curious mode of movement, through a movement similar to that of a land animal, gives it a unique and fascinating appearance that significantly distinguishes it from other fish. Regarding his diet, the Aquatic darwini. It is a benthic predator, which means it hunts on the sea floor. Their diet consists mainly of small invertebrates, such as crustaceans, worms, and other organisms that live near the marine substrate. Their way of hunting is also very particular. This fish has a specialized structure that acts as a hook or lure, very similar to a fishing rod integrated into its body. With this adaptation, it manages to attract its prey effectively, camouflaging itself perfectly with the environment. Aquatic darwini. It lives at depths that generally range between 30 and 300 meters below sea level. Although it does not live in areas as deep as other abyssal species, these depths are still far enough to protect it from many predators and offer it an environment suitable for its lifestyle on the seabed. An interesting curiosity about this fish is its great camouflage capacity. Despite his strange appearance and unconventional way of moving, he is a master of dissimulation. Thanks to its coloration and its ability to blend in with the shapes and textures of the seabed, it can go unnoticed by both its prey and predators. Furthermore, it has been observed that the Aquatic darwini has territorial behavior. It prefers to stay within a specific area, which allows it to have greater control over available food resources. This strategy also provides some security in an environment where competition for food can be intense. Finally, this fish stands out for its ability to adapt to various marine environments and the changing conditions of the ocean floor. This makes it a highly specialized, resilient, and fascinating species from an evolutionary and biological point of view. Number 3. Rock scorpionfish, also known by its scientific name, Scorpionidae. This species lives mainly in tropical and subtropical waters of the Pacific, Indian, and Atlantic Oceans. It is usually found in rocky areas and reefs, where it can be camouflaged very easily, thanks to its appearance, which perfectly imitates the formations of the seabed. The rock scorpionfish has a laterally compressed body, which allows it to stay attached to the ocean floor. Its large and prominent head gives it a strange, almost alien appearance. Regarding its diet, this fish is an ambush predator, which means that it hunts by hiding. It hides in crevices, rocky crevices, or among corals, and waits patiently for unsuspecting prey to approach. Their diet is mainly composed of small fish, crustaceans, and other marine invertebrates. Thanks to its camouflage, it can surprise its victims and capture them very quickly with a sudden attack. Once the prey is within reach, it grabs it with its powerful mouth in a fraction of a second. One of the most dangerous characteristics of Scorpionidae is the presence of poisonous spines on its fins. These spines are found on the dorsal, pelvic, and anal fins, and can cause extremely painful stings if the fish is handled carelessly. Although the venom is not usually lethal to humans, it can cause severe pain, swelling, and in some cases, more serious complications if not properly treated. For this reason, the rock scorpionfish is greatly feared by both divers and fishermen, who must use extreme caution when approaching it. Scorpionidae. It usually lives at depths ranging from 10 to 200 meters, although some species can be found at greater depths depending on the environmental conditions. It prefers habitats with rocky or sandy bottoms where it can easily hide to stalk its prey. An additional curiosity about this fish is that despite its threatening appearance and venom, it is not usually actively aggressive. Its defense strategy is based mainly on camouflage and the ability to remain hidden from possible threats. Furthermore, it has been observed that some species within the family Scorpionidae, they have territorial behavior, actively defending their hunting area against other invading fish. This species is also known for its longevity. Some individuals can live for several years in their natural environment, making it a fascinating example of adaptation and survival in marine ecosystems. Number 4. Snakehead fish, also known by its scientific name, Channa micropeltes. It is one of the most fascinating species and best adapted to the aquatic environments of Southeast Asia, especially in regions such as Thailand, Malaysia, and Cambodia. Its common name, snakehead fish, honors its unmistakable appearance, an elongated, serpentine body, and a narrow, elongated head that clearly resembles that of a snake. This fish is highly prized by both marine biologists and fishermen due to its unique appearance and surprising abilities. Regarding his diet, the Channa micropeltes. It is an opportunistic predator that consumes a wide variety of prey, including small fish, aquatic insects, and crustaceans. It uses its keen vision and great speed to capture its victims, and its extremely flexible mouth allows it to devour animals of considerable size. Although its main diet consists of fish and invertebrates, it is not uncommon for it to feed on small mammals or amphibians if the opportunity presents itself. One of the most notable characteristics of this fish is its ability to breathe air, an extraordinary adaptation that allows it to survive in waters with low oxygen levels. Channa. It has a special organ called the labyrinthine organ, which allows it to extract oxygen directly from the air. This ability gives it an advantage over other species that depend exclusively on gills, as it allows it to inhabit low-quality bodies of water without suffering adverse effects from lack of oxygen. Thanks to this adaptation, the snakehead fish can live in ponds, rice paddies, and shallow ponds, and even briefly move out of the water in search of new habitats. It is generally found in shallow waters, rarely exceeding 3 meters, although it can migrate to deeper areas if conditions demand it. A notable curiosity about this species is its ability to move from one body of water to another. Thanks to its ability to breathe air and the use of its strong fins, it can crawl on land for short periods, allowing it to colonize new habitats when its environment becomes inhospitable. This ability has been key in its expansion beyond its original habitat, making it an invasive species in some regions of the world, such as certain parts of Africa and North America, where it has caused significant alterations in local ecosystems. Furthermore, the Channa micropeltis. It is known for its territorial behavior, especially during the reproductive season. The males fiercely defend their territory, which includes a burrow dug at the bottom, where the female lays her eggs. This species also stands out for its remarkable parental care. Both parents protect the young until they are large enough to survive on their own. Number 5. Sea dragonfish, also known by its scientific name, Phylopteryx duicea. One of the most fascinating inhabitants of the oceans is the Phylopteryx duicea, commonly known as sea dragonfish. This extraordinary animal is a close relative of the seahorse, although it is distinguished by its truly unique appearance and amazing camouflage. It is characterized by having an elongated body and a series of dermal extensions that resemble floating leaves, allowing it to blend perfectly into its marine environment, especially among algae beds and kelp forests. Phylopteryx duicea. It lives mainly on the southern and western coasts of Australia, where it is found at depths that vary between 10 and 50 meters. Thanks to its appearance, which imitates dry leaves or floating algae, this fish is practically invisible to predators. In fact, it is considered one of the best examples of camouflage in the marine kingdom. Its thin, wavy extensions of skin move gently with the current, reinforcing its illusion of being just another aquatic plant. This camouflage not only helps it avoid predators, but also makes it an effective hunter. Their hunting strategy is based on stalking, and their diet includes small crustaceans and zooplankton. It feeds primarily on tiny invertebrates floating in the water, such as juvenile shrimp, larvae, and other microscopic organisms. Like other members of the seahorse family, the sea dragonfish does not have teeth or jaws for chewing. Instead, it uses its long tubular snout to suck in its prey with surprising precision and delicate movement. However, this fish not only stands out for its camouflage and its way of feeding. One of the most fascinating aspects of their biology is their reproductive behavior. As with other family members, Syngnathidae, the males of the Phylopteryx duicea. They are in charge of carrying the eggs. During the reproduction process, the female transfers her eggs to the male, who stores them in a type of incubator bag located in his abdomen. There he protects and cares for them until the babies are ready to be born. This phenomenon of male incubation is extremely rare in the animal kingdom and makes the sea dragonfish an even more exceptional species. An additional curiosity about this sea creature is that, despite its peaceful appearance and harmless nature, it is currently in danger due to the destruction of its habitat. Human activities, such as fishing, pollution, and climate change, are degrading the kelp forests where this species lives. As a consequence, the Phylopteryx duicea. It has been classified as a vulnerable species, meaning its existence is threatened in the long term. Fortunately, conservation efforts are underway to protect their natural habitats and ensure the survival of this extraordinary creature. The sea dragonfish is not only a testament to the beauty of the ocean, but also an urgent reminder of the importance of preserving our marine ecosystems. Number 6. Pelicanfish, also known by its scientific name, Eurypegasus the dragon. This is a species that has baffled marine biologists due to its unusual appearance. It lives in the coastal waters of the Indo-Pacific, particularly off the coasts of Indonesia and the Philippines, where it is found at depths ranging between 10 and 100 meters. The pelicanfish is so strange that its appearance resembles a mix between a fish and a pelican, which gives it its common name. The most striking thing about this species is its disproportionately large head, accompanied by a wide mouth and a laterally compressed body. Its face, which remarkably resembles that of a bird, especially that of a pelican, is one of its most distinctive characteristics. Along its body, relatively small compared to its head, fins are deployed that resemble the wings of a bird. Although these fins do not allow it to fly, they help it move efficiently through the water. Its appearance is so peculiar that it has been compared to mythological creatures or beings from another world. Regarding its diet, the pelicanfish is a benthic predator That is, it lives and hunts on the seabed. It feeds mainly on small invertebrates, such as crustaceans and mollusks. Its wide mouth allows it to quickly capture its prey, while its flattened body gives it the necessary agility to move between rocks and seabeds where its food is hidden. Although it may seem clumsy in appearance, it is perfectly adapted to its environment. Its large mouth and compressed body are ideal for a diet based on small organisms from the seabed. One of the most curious characteristics of Eurypegasus the dragon, it is its ability to move along the seabed in an unusual way. Unlike other free-swimming fish, pelican fish tend to move slowly across the seafloor using their modified fins, which act similar to the legs of an insect or walking creature. This form of locomotion allows it to sneak up on its prey without being detected. Regarding its reproduction, not much detailed information is available. However, it is believed that, like many other marine species, the female lays eggs which are then fertilized externally. Its relatively stable marine environment suggests that it has a common reproductive cycle among fish that inhabit the ocean floor. Finally, an interesting fact about the pelican fish is that, despite its unusual appearance, it is not considered an endangered species. However, because it lives in coastal areas, its population could be affected by the degradation of coral reefs and by human activities in the marine areas where it resides. Number 7. Abyssal fish, also known by its scientific name, Gnathostomulida. This is one of the most mysterious and surprising species that inhabit the depths of the ocean. It is mainly found on the seabed of tropical and subtropical waters, and its appearance is so strange that it could easily be mistaken for a creature straight out of a science fiction movie. What makes it particularly fascinating is its mouth, the structure of which is nothing like that of ordinary fish. Instead of teeth, the Gnathostomulida, it has a series of filamentous and horny structures, which look more like adapted tools than simple biological elements. This formation allows it to feed on bacteria, small single-celled organisms, and microscopic particles found in the sediments of the seabed. This type of feeding, based on the absorption of nutrients through a scraping process, is known as detritivore. Its ability to obtain energy from microorganisms and organic remains makes it truly unique, since there are few fish, or similar species, with such a specialized diet. Regarding its habitat, the Gnathostomulida, it lives at depths that exceed 1,000 meters, in areas where sunlight does not reach, and the pressure is extremely high. It lives in the soft, muddy sediments of the ocean floor, where it moves slowly in search of food. Because it resides in the abyssal zone, one of the most inaccessible regions on the planet, studying its behavior and biology in detail is extremely complicated. However, the few studies that have been carried out have revealed that it is an organism highly adapted to life in extreme conditions. One of its most striking characteristics is its body. Small, elongated, and flexible, which allows it to slide easily among marine sediments. Despite its tiny size, this animal is able to withstand extremely low temperatures and very high pressure levels, making it a notable example of adaptation to the abyssal environment. An even more intriguing curiosity is that, although it is commonly called fish for its way of life and appearance, the Gnathostomulida, it does not strictly belong to the group of fish. In reality, it is part of a very primitive marine phylum, which makes it an even more enigmatic species. This particular classification implies that it shares characteristics with both invertebrates and vertebrates, placing it at an evolutionary intermediate point that has captured the attention of many marine biologists. Its morphology and behavior continue to be the subject of research, since it is still unknown exactly how it manages to survive in such a hostile environment, and how it maintains its role within the delicate balance of the abyssal ecosystem. Number 8. Reef batfish, also known by its scientific name, Luna thalassoma. This is a fascinating species that inhabits the coral reefs of the Indo-Pacific, including regions such as the Red Sea and the islands of the Central Pacific. It is characterized by its flattened body shape and intensely vibrant coloration, which makes it stand out among marine fauna. Its shades vary between greens and blues, accompanied by bright spots and patterns, which not only makes it visually captivating, but also one of the most recognizable species on the reefs. Regarding his diet, the lunar thalassoma. It has a small but powerful mouth, perfectly adapted to feeding on corals and small marine invertebrates. Their diet includes a wide variety of organisms, such as crustaceans, mollusks, sponges, and even small fish. This fish approaches its food by using its specialized mouth to scrape or cut coral fragments, which constitute a significant part of its nutrition. Thanks to its ability to access these food resources, reef batfish act as a key predator in their ecosystem, helping to control the populations of organisms that live on or near corals. It is generally found in shallow waters, between 5 and 30 meters deep, where coral reefs offer an ideal environment. Corals not only provide food, but also shelter. The fish uses the reef structures to hide from predators and establish its territory. Her lunar thalassoma. It is especially territorial during the breeding season, at which time it becomes more aggressive in defending its space. One of its most notable characteristics is its ability to adapt to changes in the environment. Its bright coloration not only serves a display function during mating, but also offers camouflage. During the day, it blends in among the corals and algae, and at night, its color patterns allow it to blend in with the shadows of the reef. An interesting curiosity about this species is its ability to make short migrations within the same reef. Although it is usually a sedentary fish, it has been observed that during certain times of the year, especially during the spawning season, individuals group together in large numbers and briefly travel to other areas of the reef in search of better reproductive conditions. Furthermore, the lunar thalassoma shows remarkable social behavior. They form small family groups and maintain a hierarchy within their community, which facilitates organization and cooperation in their coral environment. In summary, the lunar thalassoma. It is an impressive species, both for its colorful appearance and for its adaptability and behavior in coral reef ecosystems. Its role as a regulator of other species and its ability to thrive in its habitat make it one of the most interesting and valuable creatures for the study of tropical marine biodiversity. Number 9. Lionfish, also known by its scientific name, pteroas. The lionfish is one of the most impressive and feared species that inhabit the oceans. Recognized by its long fins and striped body, it has an unmistakable appearance that makes it one of the most fascinating predators of the Indo-Pacific, and more recently, the Caribbean. Its coloration varies between shades of red, white, and brown, which allows it to easily camouflage itself in its environment. However, the most notable thing about this fish is its long, spiny fins, which not only add beauty, but also fulfill an essential defensive function. Lionfish are famous not only for their striking appearance, but also for their poisonous spines, located on the dorsal, pelvic, and anal fins. These spines, which act as a defense mechanism, can cause intense pain to any animal or human that attempts to touch them. Although the venom is not usually lethal to humans, it can cause swelling, nausea, fever, and even breathing difficulties if proper medical care is not received. For this reason, it is a creature that must be handled with extreme care, especially by divers and fishermen. Regarding his diet, the pteroas. It is an expert predator. Their diet is based on small fish, crustaceans, and other marine invertebrates. It uses its large fins to create a sort of visual trap while stalking, allowing it to sneak up on its prey and catch it with ease. Its hunting strategy is surprisingly efficient. It moves slowly, waits patiently for prey to approach, and, at the right moment, sucks them into its large mouth in a single movement. Lionfish generally live in shallow waters, especially in coral reefs and rocky areas, where they hide in crevices and caves during the day. At night, it becomes more active and moves in search of food. Although it is known for its territorial nature, in regions where it has been introduced as an invasive species, such as the Caribbean and the Western Atlantic, it has had a considerable ecological impact. In these areas, lacking natural predators, their population has grown uncontrollably, causing a decline in local species and seriously affecting coral reefs. One of the most disturbing curiosities about lionfish is precisely its expansion into new habitats. Although originally native to the Indo-Pacific, it is believed to have been introduced to the Caribbean in the late 20th century, possibly through the marine aquarium trade. Since then, its population has increased dramatically, becoming an invasive species in the Caribbean, the Gulf of Mexico, and the coasts of the southeastern United States. This expansion has put marine biodiversity at risk, as lionfish reproduce rapidly and face very few natural threats in these new environments. Despite being a threat to the ecosystems where it has been introduced, the pterois, it remains one of the most spectacular creatures in the ocean, both for its beauty and its amazing ability to adapt. However, its presence in non-native ecosystems represents a serious challenge for marine conservation and the ecological balance of the affected areas. Understanding their biology, behavior, and controlling their expansion are crucial tasks to protect coral reefs and local fauna. Number 10. Abyssal fish, also known by its scientific name, Anaplagaster horned. Anaplagaster horned. It is one of the most disturbing creatures that inhabits the dark depths of the ocean. This fish, found at depths of up to 5,000 meters, has such a terrifying appearance that its face looks like something out of a nightmare. The most notable thing about its physiognomy are its enormous fangs, disproportionately large in relation to the size of its body. Its sharp, curved teeth extend even when its mouth is closed, giving it a fierce and menacing expression. Despite its intimidating appearance, the Anaplagaster horned, it is a relatively small fish, measuring between 10 and 18 centimeters long. However, their fangs can be up to 3 times larger than their mouth. These impressive teeth not only give it its characteristic appearance, but are also essential for its survival. They allow it to catch and retain its prey, which are usually small fish, crustaceans, and invertebrates that live in the deep sea. This fish lives in the abyssal zone of the ocean, a region where pressure, cold, and complete darkness have forced its inhabitants to develop extraordinary adaptations. Although its appearance is fearsome, its body is compact and robust, designed to withstand the extreme conditions of its environment. In these depths, where sunlight never reaches, the Anaplagaster horned, it relies on bioluminescence and highly developed senses to detect and capture its prey. Its metabolism is also adapted to food scarcity, allowing it to survive with energy efficiency in an environment where hunting is not always a frequent option. A particularly curious characteristic is that despite its aggressive appearance, it is not an active predator. Instead of chasing its prey, it adopts an opportunistic hunting strategy. It remains motionless in its hunting area, waiting for a prey to come close enough to catch it with its teeth. Another notable quality of this fish is its amazing ability to withstand the extreme pressures of the deep ocean, an environment in which most species could not survive. Its body not only allows it to withstand this pressure, but it is also adapted to move nimbly through the dark, cold waters of the deep ocean in search of food. An additional curiosity is that, despite its terrifying appearance and its evocative name, the abyssal fish does not represent any danger to human beings. Its small size and life in the deepest areas of the ocean keep it far from inhabited areas, and it is extremely rare to find it near the surface. However, its strange appearance and impressive adaptations make it one of the most fascinating creatures in the deep ocean. Studying it allows us to better understand life in the most extreme and unknown corners of the planet, where nature has developed forms of existence that are as mysterious as they are amazing. Number 11. Chimera fish, also known by its scientific name Chimeridae, is one of the oldest and most enigmatic species inhabiting the oceans. With an appearance that resembles a mix between a shark and a prehistoric creature, its look is so unusual that it seems to come from a distant era. Its elongated, sharp face bears a clear resemblance to that of a shark, but what truly sets it apart is its body. It has a long, pointed tail and a series of features that make it look like a species that has survived for millions of years with little change. Chimeras are cartilaginous fish, meaning that, unlike bony fish, their skeletons are made of cartilage, just like sharks. This trait gives them exceptional flexibility and allows them to move efficiently through their marine environment. They are commonly found at depths ranging from 200 to 2,600 meters, in regions where sunlight never reaches and pressure is extreme. Their natural habitat spans cold and temperate ocean waters, from the coasts of Europe to the depths of the Pacific. As for their diet, the Chimaera fish is carnivorous. It feeds primarily on marine invertebrates such as crabs, shrimp, and other small bottom-dwelling organisms. To hunt, it uses its specialized snout, which enables it to capture prey with great precision. Its mouth is equipped with sharp teeth and a saw-like structure that helps it tear through food with ease. Despite its fearsome appearance, the Chimaera is not an aggressive predator. It mainly feeds on small organisms found on the ocean floor. One of its most fascinating features is its long, pointed tail, which not only gives it a distinctive look, but also plays a crucial role in its mobility and behavior. In some species, this tail extends considerably and functions as a balancing and propulsion system in the deep sea. Additionally, the Chimaera has a dorsal fin, also found in some shark species, that may be covered by a venomous spine. This spine acts as a defense mechanism against potential predators, adding yet another layer of complexity to its already mysterious evolutionary design. One particularly intriguing fact about this fish is that, despite existing for millions of years, very little is known about its reproductive behavior. It is believed that their reproduction is similar to that of other cartilaginous fish, with internal fertilization and live births, but detailed information about their reproductive cycle remains scarce. This mystery is part of what makes the Chimaera such a challenging and fascinating creature for science to study. In short, the Chimaera is a primitive and enigmatic creature that has managed to endure the passage of time. Its peculiar appearance and unique adaptations make it one of the most intriguing species of the deep sea, where it continues to play an essential role in maintaining the balance of ocean ecosystems. Though it may look like something out of a different era, the Chimaera fish remains today a living jewel of the underwater world. Number 13. Mandarin fish, or also known by its scientific name, Syncheiropus splendidos. The mandarin fish is one of the most spectacular and visually striking species inhabiting the coral reefs of the Pacific Ocean. This small fish is renowned for its dazzling coloration, resembling a living canvas painted with vibrant hues of blue, green, orange, and purple. Its exotic appearance, so vivid it seems to have been plucked from a painter's imagination, has made it one of the most sought-after fish among aquarists and marine life enthusiasts. However, this same beauty also contributes to its vulnerability in the wild. Measuring only about 7 to 8 centimeters in length, the mandarin fish has an elongated body and extended dorsal fins that give it a unique and easily recognizable silhouette among reef fish. Despite its stunning appearance, it is known for its shy and elusive nature. Typically, it hides among rocks and corals, making it difficult to spot, especially in its natural habitat. The mandarin fish lives exclusively in coral reef environments, where it finds both shelter and food among the crevices and complex structures of the reef. It is highly sensitive to environmental changes and requires very specific conditions to thrive, making it a rare sight both in the wild and in captivity. It prefers shallow, coral-rich waters in protected zones where it is safe from strong currents and predators. Its natural range includes the coastal waters of the Philippines, Indonesia, and parts of New Guinea. In terms of diet, the mandarin fish is a specialized predator that feeds primarily on small invertebrates and reef-dwelling organisms. Its diet consists mostly of tiny crustaceans, such as copepods and small shrimp, which it captures using its small, tubular mouth, an evolutionary adaptation that allows it to reach into the tight spaces of coral formations to find food. Hunting in this manner requires precision and patience, as the fish moves slowly and methodically through the reef. One of the most fascinating aspects of the mandarin fish is its natural defense system. Despite its small size and delicate appearance, it has evolved several effective means of protection. Its vivid colors serve as a warning signal to potential predators, suggesting that it may be toxic or unpalatable. Furthermore, its body is coated with a thick layer of mucus that acts as a barrier against parasites and helps prevent injuries. This mucus also produces a bitter taste, further deterring predators. The mandarin fish is a perfect example of how beauty in nature can serve functional purposes. Its vibrant patterns not only contribute to its visual allure, but also play a role in survival, either by helping it communicate with potential mates or warding off threats. However, due to its dependence on a very specific habitat and its highly specialized diet, the mandarin fish is considered a vulnerable species. In conclusion, the mandarin fish, Syncheiropus splendidus, is a truly extraordinary marine creature, admired for both its biological uniqueness and mesmerizing appearance. Its reclusive nature and demanding living conditions make it one of the most coveted gems of the coral reef. Unfortunately, its survival is increasingly threatened by habitat destruction and unsustainable fishing practices. Despite these challenges, the mandarin fish remains one of the most captivating and emblematic species of the reef ecosystem. Number 14. Abyss woodpecker, or also known by its scientific name, Xenoxis. It is one of the strangest and most fascinating creatures inhabiting the deep sea, distinguished by its large head and sleek, stylized body. This fish has an appearance more akin to a machine than a living organism, giving it an undeniably alien quality. Its most remarkable feature is its mouth, which resembles a mechanical drill. This unique adaptation allows it to burrow into rocks and marine sediments in search of food, an ability that has earned it its nickname, the abyssal woodpecker. This specialized mouth makes it a formidable predator in the ocean's darkest depths. The abyssal woodpecker lives in some of the deepest regions of the ocean, where conditions are extreme and water pressure is immense. It is typically found at depths ranging from 1,000 to 3,000 meters, a realm where sunlight never penetrates and the environment is shrouded in permanent darkness. In these depths, food sources are scarce, and the species has evolved remarkable adaptations to survive. Its mouth functions like a drilling apparatus, allowing it to dig through the rocky and muddy seabed to uncover prey. Its diet consists mainly of small invertebrates and other organisms that live hidden within the substrate of the ocean floor. The fish's body is long and flexible, enabling it to navigate with agility through the thick, high-pressure waters of the abyss. Although its body is streamlined, its head is disproportionately large, enhancing its mechanical appearance. Its mouth contains specialized structures designed to grip and manipulate objects as it excavates, giving it a distinct advantage over other species competing for limited food resources in the deep. In terms of diet, this creature, sometimes referred to as Xenosis, is a specialized predator that targets benthic crustaceans and other sediment-dwelling life forms. Its ability to drill and extract prey from deep within rocks and mud gives it exclusive access to food sources unreachable by most other predators. One particularly fascinating aspect of the abyssal woodpecker is how its extreme environment has shaped its physiology. In the absence of light, it has developed a heightened sense of smell and vibration detection, which it uses to locate prey through the chemical and physical signals they emit. Additionally, its respiratory and metabolic systems are finely tuned to withstand the crushing pressures of the deep sea, conditions that would be fatal to most marine species. In summary, the Cosis, or deep-sea carpenter fish, is a remarkable creature adapted to one of the most inhospitable environments on Earth. With its massive head, streamlined body, and drill-like mouth, it has mastered the art of survival in the ocean's hidden depths. Its unique appearance and extraordinary capabilities make it one of the most captivating and mysterious inhabitants of the deep sea, where it plays a crucial role in maintaining the balance of the abyssal ecosystem. Number 15. The drumfish, or also known scientifically as Melanocetus johnsoni. It is one of the most fascinating and terrifying creatures that inhabit the deep sea. This fish belongs to the Ceratidae family and serves as a perfect example of the extreme adaptations some organisms evolved to survive in the hostile conditions of the ocean depths. Its appearance is so alien that it looks like something straight out of a science fiction film. The drumfish's most distinctive feature is its bioluminescence. On its head, it has a structure called an esca, an appendage that protrudes like a glowing lure. This organ contains bioluminescent bacteria that emit faint, flashing light. The esca is used to attract prey, such as small fish and crustaceans, towards the fish's mouth, which is surrounded by large, razor-sharp, and disproportionately long teeth. Its mouth can open to an astonishing size, allowing it to capture prey much larger than itself with surprising efficiency. This bioluminescence not only aids in hunting, but also plays a key role in reproduction, helping to attract potential mates in the pitch-black environment of the deep sea. The drumfish is an opportunistic predator. Its diet consists mainly of small fish, crustaceans, and other marine organisms found in its environment. Thanks to its bioluminescent lure, it doesn't need to move much to hunt, conserving precious energy. A vital adaptation in a world where food is scarce. This passive hunting strategy is common among abyssal predators that rely on light to draw prey close in total darkness. Its massive mouth and dagger-like teeth allow it to swallow animals even larger than itself, an astonishing feat that makes it a top predator despite its relatively small size. The drumfish typically lives at depths ranging from 1,000 to 2,500 meters, where water pressure is crushing and sunlight never penetrates. The ecosystems at these depths are unlike anything near the ocean surface. Organisms here rely on adaptations such as bioluminescence, highly specialized organs, and low-energy lifestyles to survive. The drumfish, like others in the Keratidae family, is expertly adapted to its extreme environment. One of its most bizarre and fascinating characteristics is its reproductive strategy. During mating, the male, much smaller than the female, attaches himself to her with his teeth. Eventually, he fuses permanently with her body, becoming a kind of living parasite. The male provides sperm when needed, and in return, he feeds off the female's blood supply. This strategy ensures reproductive success in an environment where finding a mate is almost impossible due to the vast distances and low population density. In terms of size, the drumfish is relatively small compared to other deep-sea predators. However, its efficiency as a hunter and its remarkable survival strategies make it one of the most effective. Its body is protected by thick, resilient skin, shielding it from intense pressure and deep-sea parasites. Its vision is limited due to the complete darkness of its habitat, so it relies almost entirely on its glowing esker to hunt and navigate the abyss. Without a doubt, the drumfish is one of the strangest and most fascinating species in the ocean. Its bioluminescent lure, terrifying jaws, unique reproductive method, and adaptations to extreme conditions make it a true marvel of evolution. While much about this creature remains mysterious, studying it provides valuable insights into life in the deep sea, and the evolutionary paths life can take to survive in one of the harshest environments on Earth. If you were amazed by this deep sea wonder, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more top 10s and curious facts, and drop a comment telling us which of these creatures impressed you the most.